Test, test, test. Let me see how we sounded. Let me see how we sounded. I hear like a slight crackling. I don't know if that's the music or the mic. Let me see how we sounded. So we're in this setup right here. So we had big ass moves happening. Let me send the link out before we start chopping it up. Let me send this link out before we start. Yeah, let me fix the mic. Let me fix the mic. Give me 1 second. Alright, let me see if this sounds better. So we had some big ass retracements take place yesterday. And by yesterday, I mean last night. So from the live stream yesterday, GU ended up going as projected. GJ went as projected. We took this GBPJPY live yesterday. But as you can see last night, we had a big ass retracement. Going to look for a possible buy setup here. And then we can see GU ended up retracing as well. Gold ended up dumping. Continuing with the sales we took yesterday during New York session. And then US30 is still kind of just been retracing and ranging. So we're just going to let these charts do their thing. We're mainly just going to be paying attention to gold and GJ as of right now. Now the only thing with GJ though is it's a bank holiday. That's the only thing with GJ though. It's a bank holiday. But we are in this gold setup here. If it fails to hold 46.36 as resistance, it could try to retest 46.60 right here. But it has just been dumping all night. So we're going to see if we can catch a sell setup here. But I would not be surprised if it doesn't retrace London session, if it retraces New York session. Because it's already did a big ass move. As we can see right here. So we might see a retrace with either London session or New York session. Make sure to like the live as you'll hop up in here and subscribe if you have not already. We're almost at 3,400 subscribers, y'all. We can get to that easily. And like always, I got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. Yep, I'm in this right now. I'm in this with the members. We just hit TP2 on this. I mean, we just hit TP1, not TP2, TP1. Now we just hit TP2. Yeah, I hear that slight static. I'm gonna try to fix that, y'all. Like I say all the time, this might only be tripping when I be streaming. I'll try to fix it though. Now we hit TP2. But yeah, we're in this trade. You'll always know if I'm in a trade because I purposely do the things the way I do it, right? So you see, like, for example, this chart. The reason why this buy idea is right here is because I'm not in this setup. It's just a buy idea. Just like with this GJ setup, the reason why it's right here is because I'm not in it. So you'll always know I'm in it because I'll purposely put it on top of the candles. And of course, you want to know the SLs, the TPs, and the entries. Y'all know what to do. Click that link in the description. Join the advanced play signal room. But we just hit TP. We just hit TP3. Just picking up where we left off yesterday. Also, make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. But also make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis. Like I always tell y'all, it goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. But yeah, we're pushing right now. So 3-0 for the week so far. Picking up where we left off from the 5-0 win streak last week. About to see if we can keep on pushing though. About to see if we can keep on pushing. Now, GU, I'm going to leave GU alone for right now. We'll see what happens in New York session. But we had a lot of retracements take place last night. And the US30 YM is still just kind of ranging, so we're just going to let it do its thing. Let's see if we can break past this low right here. If we can break past this low, we can dump some more. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday as well. Make sure to check that out after the live is over. And then I got a new video dropping for y'all for the stock and crypto channel today, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. All right, new 15 just popped up. We're in profit on this currently. GJ pushed back above here. So we can look for buys here on GJ. I'm not against buys here on GJ. So we can maintain 215.35 as support. We can look for buys going to 215.55. But for the uptrend to continue, we need to be back above here in BCR 215.75. That's the only thing. We could look for buys here. So let's see if price can hold this level or if it's going to keep on dumping. Let's see if we can hold this level or if it's going to keep on dumping. US30 looks like it's trying to push up as well. With US30, if we can BCR maintain 49.230, 49.240 as support, we can look for buys going into 49.320. So there are a few other setups we can take right here. Let's see if we can take these lows at right here. That's just the thing when big ass moves happen. You're either going to see price slow down or retrace and then continue, or it's just going to slow down and consolidate for the rest of the day, right? Because this thing dumped literally as soon as market open, as we can see here. This was market open. This was Tokyo session, 8 o'clock, dumped, 10 o'clock, dump, 1 a.m. dump, 1:30 dump. All right, so we could try to retrace. And the US30 has not been moving at all. I was anticipating price pushing and making all-time highs like NAS100 and S&P 500, but US30 has not been doing that yet. It could still happen this week, though. It could still happen this week. Just hit another TP on gold. Yeah, so we got a few setups we're looking at right now. GJ still kind of trying to make his mind up. Got to see if we can retest going into this Next 5 and 15 right here. What's going on, Yusuf? Looking at GJ. Yeah, US30's choppy right now. About to see if we can get some volume to take out this low. If we can break past this low, we can definitely dump to this next zone right here. And the setup with the members, we just hit TP4. So right now we're currently at almost, well, we're at a 1-to-1-ish right now. If it does the full move, it's gonna be a 1-to-2, 1-to-3 RR. If y'all was in a live yesterday, remember I told you I look for gold sales. Remember price was failing to break that level, but look what it did, going straight into New York session. Excuse me, that thing dumped, right? US30 also, I told you I go for buys with US30. What did US30 do? Literally on the 930 open candlestick, a shot to the upside. Now obviously my levels are off, but if I take y'all behind the scenes, right, and we go to the advanced position, let me be careful not to show the signal, right? So these are old trades, these are old signals, all right? These are old signals, all right? I said it 3 times. I do not want nobody in my DMs talking about, oh, you showed the signal. All right, today is not the 27th, okay? So obviously we took GJ buys in the live stream yesterday, and then we took gold sales going into New York session. And you can see I dropped the New York price watch list, and literally on the 930 candlestick, US30 exploded to the upside. That's why I tell y'all to go with the flow of price, because when we go with the flow of price, all this volume people be scared about is going to go in your direction in favor, right? And then obviously here's the gold setup from yesterday as well. Yeah, but we're gonna let US30 do its thing for right now. About to see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. Let's just put it on GJ, see what GJ's up to. But like always, y'all got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. We got GJ pushed up. US30 is pushing as well. It didn't retest though, so it's pushing up. Gold slowly pushing also. What's the SL in GJ? Not in GJ right now. And when I do take the setups, all the SLs and TPs, I send to the members in the advanced play sitting room. But as far as GJ is concerned, if we can BCR maintain 215.35 as support, we can look for buys going to 215.55. That's what we're looking at right now with GJ. Man, this thing motherfucking pushed. Let's see if we can break this next level or retest right here. New 15 did just pop up, y'all. As far as news today, we had GBP news pop off at 2:30. I mean, not GBP, JPY news pop off at 2:30. We have a JPY holiday today, and then later on tonight at 9:30 we have Australian news. But we don't have any USD news today, so we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. We do have the infamous FOMC tomorrow, though. And so everything's starting to push slowly right here. And y'all got to see what I mean by why you want to wait for the BCR. Because look what had happened, y'all, right? Before this candlestick, what would have happened if you would have broke out, traded here? You would have got wicked out, right? It's not because your stop loss is getting hunted. It's not because, you know, Trump doesn't like you. It's simply just understanding the rules of price and market structure, right? You can see here, though, when price retested, it's pushing up. That's why I always say you want to wait for the retest. You don't want to break out trade. Always wait for the BCR, y'all. Always, always, always. 15 about to pop up in a little bit. GJ's pushing. Gold's dumping. We hit another CPO in gold. So the markers are moving, y'all. The markers are moving. We got a lot of setups playing out right now. GU is the only one that's not doing anything right now. But GJ going as projected. Shout out to those that's in that GJ setup. If anyone took this, shout out to those. I didn't take that though. And then shout out to those that's in this gold setup right here. So again, there's 3 out of 4 charts playing out. This is what I mean. You just need one good setup. That's all you need is one good setup a day. And literally 3 out of 4 charts are playing out right now. Let's see what this next hour's got in store though. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. Want me to look at any charts, drop in the chat and I got y'all. So again, this is why you want to go with the flow of price on the bigger time frame. Because how many people do you think was trying to go for either sales here or sales right here? How many of y'all think was trying to go for sales here or sales here? A bunch of people. But why did we talk about buys right here? Because we do not chase price, just like I talk about the TikTok lives all the time. And like I talk about with the members and students all the time. You do not want to chase price, but follow the flow of price based on the bigger time frame, right? And like I always tell y'all, when the internet's about, oh, the buyers magically take over, the sellers magically take over, that's not what's happening. Because when we go into the bigger time frame, we see completely different market structure, right? There is literally nothing showing on the bigger time frame for us to go for sales. You see what I mean? That's why I tell you I have to identify the trend on the bigger time frame, then enter on the smaller time frame. So if y'all did not check out the trade breakdown I dropped for y'all yesterday, make sure to check that out, as well as the trade breakdown playlist, as well as the day trading tips playlist. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today on the stock and crypto playlist, on the stock and crypto channel. And I might have a video drop either today or tomorrow on this channel as well. Got new posts lined up for y'all on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Go to free student, free Telegram as well. Exactly. You look at the 15-minute chart, you can't get the big picture exactly. That's why everybody be so confused online and they don't know what's going on, because they're not looking at the big picture. Look at gold fucking dumping, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Beautiful. Literally just hopped out of bed an hour ago, and now we're making a bag. And literally, I can care less what happens in New York session now, because we just made money, right? That's the beautiful thing about it. No matter what happens in New York session, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter, because we're up right now. It's a nice setup right here. So pay attention to 215.55, y'all. All right, pay attention to 215.55. And it's not a coincidence that price erupted at this level. The same level that was being treated as support, then resistance being treated as support again. When am I live again? I'm live every day, London session 3 a.m. EST, and I should be live later on today around 2 o'clock, 3 p.m. EST. So I'm live on TikTok at least 3 times a week during New York session. I'm live every day on YouTube, 3 a.m. EST, just like today. And again, y'all, look how price is halting at this level. Look how price is reacting to this level. Not a coincidence. So when people talk about buyers and sellers taking, it's not that, y'all. It's literally just understanding market structure. Look at this resistance level. Look how our price is reacting to this level right here. And we always here at the beginning of the live. What did I tell you? I said we could hold 215.35 as support. We could look for buys going to 215.55. So shout out to those that took this setup. I did not take this setup personally. I'm not going to act like I did. But if y'all did take this setup, depending on what your SL was, you could have caught a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 RR, which is not bad. We did take this gold setup. We just was at almost 1 to 2 RR. But price is still kind of just ranging. US30 is about to do the retest we're looking for right here as well. Only chart that's not doing what we're looking for is GU. So literally 3 out of the 4 charts are going as projected. All right. And again, this is why I tell you to go with the flow of price on a bigger time frame. Do not chase price, but go with the flow of price. We've been literally catching buys for like the past 2 weeks on GJ. Just riding this wave up. All right, so now we're back at the buy set that we took yesterday. Or the entry, I should say. So let's see if US30 can hold this level right here. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. Look at GJ still pushing. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. It is the full thing. It's going 1 to 6 RR. Let me know if y'all in this setup. Let me know if y'all in that GJ setup. Do you think GJ will hit those historic highs from 2006? I mean, it's already hitting those highs from 2006. We already broke the highs from 2008. And we're right at the highs of 2006 pretty much, right? So we're going to take a trip down memory lane. Scroll, scroll, scroll. 2008, 2006 right here. So we keep on pushing. We're going to hit these highs if the uptrend continues. Now, I don't think that far. I just literally take it day by day, week by week, right? Now, with my long-term investing, I think a little bit farther ahead. But with day trading, I don't like to think too far because that's when people do what people like to say, marry your bias. I don't want to marry my bias, right? I want to look at what price is showing me today and see what's best to take today, right? Now, obviously, I do the Sunday chart analysis, which is slightly different. But even with the Sunday chart analysis, I'm just going week by week, day by day. You see what I mean? But on my stock and crypto channel, that's when I go a little bit further into the future. But that's because I plan to hold these investments a lot longer. But with day trading, I know I'm not going to hold these trades for longer than a day. So I'm not really trying to think that far ahead. But if we continue the uptrend, we break past this 2008 high right here, we're definitely going to hit the 2006 highs. Definitely. We're either going to keep on pushing or we're going to have the downtrend come into play like what took place last time, right? So we're either going to, if we can't break this high here, we're going to have the downtrend come into play. Or if we can't break the high, we're going to need a little bit of volume to come back to these 2007, 2006 highs. Good question, though. Yeah, so GU keeps pushing. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to let GU do its thing. We'll just go back to GU tomorrow. Gold still pushing. Even with that wick, look at gold dumped back down. That's why I tell you, just go with the flow of price, right? Like I said at the beginning of the live, we dumped all last night, but guess what? That doesn't mean I'm going to look for buys. I'm not going to go for a reversal. Always go with the flow of price, because when the volume kicks in, like I always tell y'all, you have the highest likelihood of success if you go with the flow of price. Just like with GJ. Look at GJ. Absolutely crazy. So now we're about to see if we can hold this level of support right here. So we can maintain 215.55 as support. You can look for continued buys going to 215.75. All right. I think we just hit another TP with gold. Let me see what we got going on. No, we just barely missed the next TP. Nasty work. Nobody should close this trade red. Nobody should close this trade red. Let's see. Okay, so price did not hold. Okay. This is why I like to wait for the retest. So price did not hold this level. So unless you would have got wicked out here, you would have got fucked up on the attempt of a retest. Oh, look at that nasty wick right there. So you would have waited for the retest here, you could have avoided that wick. And look, this is what I tell you, this is what we mark off these levels. It is not a coincidence that price halted at this level right here. I'm telling y'all, this is the fucking cheat code. I'm telling y'all, this is the cheat code. Pretty smooth start to the day, though. Pretty smooth start to the day. So we're gonna let gold continue to play out, y'all. Pay attention to GJ again. So we're either gonna look for price to retest 215.35, or if we can BCR maintain 215.55 as support, we can look for buys going to 215.75. US30, obviously we retested 49.230. So what we're gonna be looking for is to see if we can BCR maintain 49.320 as support. If so, we can look for buys going to 49.400. All right, y'all. That is the game plan going for pre-New York. Members, you already know in a few hours I'm gonna do the New York price watch list for y'all. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free student, free Telegram. And like always, you want to learn how to identify these levels, copy my signals or my mentorship programs. Y'all know what to do. Click those links in the description. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. And yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow, same time, London session, 3 a.m. EST. We should be live later on TikTok though. Peace, we out.